you know, first of all, it's first and goal on the 5. We got a run pass option, and we rip it out there and end up losing 5 yards. I mean, that's sickening. And you know, there's times where we just gotta call the run and run the run. You know, we got to make sure we have the we do have the ability to do that. But sometimes as a play caller, you're like, surely he won't throw it out there. You know? And, bam, there it is, and you lose 5 yards, and that's 2nd and 10. Second and go from the 10. And that puts you in a 3rd down and 6 or whatever it was. And now you're, instead of hammering the ball in for 7, you're taking the risk of throwing the football down there in that red area where there's not a lot of space. And you know, I even considered running the ball from the 6 or 7 or whatever yard line we were from, just to make sure we got a shot at some points. Because it was just that kind of game. But on the other hand, if you get 7, that might have been insurmountable at that point. So we went ahead and threw the ball, and about got burnt because of it.
Coach, is it a little bit of a teaching moment for you that maybe you guys didn't put up a ton of points, but at the same time you were able to move the chains, first down, keep the defense fresh, and when a defensive struggle like that, the importance of you know, moving the football?
Yeah, I think if the offense did anything, the offense did that. We were at 9 out of 19 third down conversions, which is probably the best we've had all year. We did. We held on to the ball, and we had. You know, our defense, I think, had 40-some plays, whatever it was, and to our offense is 77 or whatever it was. So that was positive, no doubt. In a battle like that, that was good. But you know, part of the reason why defense only played 48 plays is because they got off the field. You know, 2 out of 13 third down conversions that with our defense won. We won 11 out of 13. We won on defense, so that was huge too.
How big is this bye week going to Florida in 2 weeks?
We need the bye week. We're tired. Coaches are tired. Players are tired. Players are sore. Some guys are coming off injuries. You know, a guy like Isaiah McKenzie will probably be back. I mean, he was kind of jumping around in pregame warm-up. He thought he was going to play. I'm like, you're not playing today, so don't look all happy all of a sudden. Couldn't practice all week. Now you're all revved up, ready to go. But you know, Cublano's ankle, I would think, can heal up pretty good. And you know, I know Sony's kind of banged up, and I know there's a bunch of defensive guys: Quincy Mauger, Chris Mays. Trying to think of some other guys, even Jordan Jenkins. You know, I think Jordan will be back. So it'll help us. It'll help us for sure.
Mark, this is a 3rd straight year against Missouri that Brendan Douglas has sort of been forced into a bigger role in the game plan circumstances. How hard is it to come in at a very fragile time for the team?
Yeah, Brendan is he's just a solid person, a solid football player, a guy that we trust. You know, he just creates such good habits in his life and in practice that we're not surprised that he performs when he's called upon, and I'm sure he'll earn, you know, what he did would earn him, you know, more playing time. I think he did a nice job.
Mark, how do y'all score more points on offense?
How do we do that? Well, the usual way. Maybe throw a bomb and catch it one time here and there, or bust out on a run, or just, you know, move it down the field and make your 4th and short. And, you know, just some days it doesn't happen. It didn't happen today.
Last question.
Coach, before you make a call on a play like the onside kick, is that something you go over, you know, talk to Coach Pruitt? Can you guys hold them if we don't get it?
We talked about that before the game even started. We really liked what we saw on film. And then, you know, I'm watching them, and they did exactly what we hoped they would do. And then I didn't realize, you know, that the kick came short of 10. I mean, it was there. There was no question it was there. We all knew it was there. And we wanted to be aggressive in that way. I mean, when you think you got it, it's a calculated risk. And you know, I talked to the defense about it last night. I told them, I said, after the first score, we're gonna bunt it, you know, and just get ready. If we get it, we still have possession. If not, we're gonna bow our neck and play defense. It's just the risk that you take. But yeah, we had decided that a couple of days ago.